Hello, Magi here, and welcome back to another episode of Top 10s. For this list, we're going to be doing something different. This time, we won't be covering pictures specifically. If you saw the title of the video, then you know what I'll be discussing today. Touhou, while a niche series, is still widely popular throughout the world. Many people creating fan works for it. As awesome as that is, it's even more fun when Touhou gets referenced in an entirely different series. That's what this list will be about. Showcasing references of Touhou from many different series, from video games, anime, manga, and real life. This should be fun, so without further ado, let's begin the top 10 references Touhou pictures.
Number 10.
So in the past, I made a trilogy of videos talking about the Yukiris, and holy hell was that a journey in its own right. And if I ever have to make another meme video about those little guys again, I might just ask Marissa to master spark me at that point. Anyway, the reason we're discussing about these little head things is because they're the focus for number 10. We all know Yukiri is not canon with Touhou, but it's important when it comes to the fan-on parts, so it's not surprising people will be referencing this crazy head. So in the anime series Panty Pony Dash, you'll see a Yukiri being featured 2 times. The first time, and here's the second time. I don't know the series, but things must have gone AWOL if Yukiris are fighting giant-ass robots. And doing decently at it, especially for being Oni ahead. Not bad all things considered. And always remember, take it easy.
Number 9.
Now if you see one of my vlogs when it comes to conventions, you'll know that I love to buy posters and the occasional figurines. One of those figurines with the Nendoroid. I have the Koisha and Yukari ones. I've mentioned in the past, but I fucking hate Koishi's hat after receiving the figure. That thing never wants to stay on her head. Anyway, since I bought a product from it, it shouldn't be surprising to see this show up somewhere else. So there's a game called Nendoroid Generation. Apparently it's an RPG. I've never played the game before, but the cool part about it is that it features some of the girls from Touhou. Let me show you. As you can see from the clip, the characters featured are Reimu, Marissa, which is to be expected, and Remilia. Although I've never played the game, more appearances of the girls never hurts, which is pretty much what this list is all about after all.
Number 8.
Now this next reference is a small one, but it's one nonetheless, and it's from a series I really loved when I was watching. There's an anime I watched called Asobi Asobase. First glance, it looks like a simple slice of life style anime. It is until you actually watch the episode. That's a good clip to show, wouldn't you say? Now in episode 8, there's a backpack that we can see. A lot of buttons are shown, but the one we're mostly focusing on is the rabbit one. That right there is a pin about Raisin. Like I said, nothing too crazy, but you can't always strike gold with a list like this.
Number 7.
For the next reference, I'm pretty confident many of you guys have heard this title before, and hell, probably played it as well. Undertale, one of the most successful indie games from what I can tell. Not a series I've played, but I've heard only great things about it. I know the game is inspired by Touhou, but the final boss draws certain attacks and patterns from the girls. I said final boss, so spoilers and whatever. But it's been out for this long, so don't be bitching about it at this point. So the boss named Azriel uses 3 moves. Chaos Buster or Chaos Blaster, which resembles Master Spark. Shackle Breaker or Shackle Breaker 2, which resembles Earthlight Ray / Shoot the Moon. Star Blazing or Galacta Blazing, which resembles Milky Way / Asteroid Belt, respectively. They were really inspired by the ordinary magician. Azrael Hypergoner resembles subterranean sun used by Oku. Plus, some melodies resemble Touhou bosses during the neutral route final boss. There's also an enemy named Tsundere Plane. I had to look at a clip of it, and it's indeed what I thought, a Tsundere Plane. I've seen it all! Anyway, it was a mob cap similar to Yukari but different color, and one of their attacks requires to graze it, like Touhou and its mechanics. But yeah, you can tell Toby Fox is a fan of Zoom's work, if all these references were any indication to go by.
Number 6.
But the next work is from a genre of manga I don't normally tend to read. I only read it due to having way too much free time before joining my company, and in all honesty, it wasn't that bad. Daily Life of a Monster Girl. It's kinda hard to find pictures that are safe for work, but I'll do my best. It's a fun series and the anime was enjoyable as well. Let me showcase the references. In chapter 18, while visiting a game shop, we see Reimu, Marissa, Mei-ling, a combination of Kaizen and Byakuren of all things, Kane, Oku, Ran, and Yugi, although she's harder to notice. I read this chapter before starting the channel, so there's a good chance I never looked into the cosplayers much. But after seeing it, holy hot damn, I can't believe I forgot about it. That's a lot of the girls being represented in one chapter.
Number 5.
Now this next work is also based from another manga series, another one I read way before my channel was started. Shinozaki-san and some other words I'm too lazy to read out. It's pretty much about a girl who hates the otaku lifestyle, but meets a girl she's fancied and wants to learn more about it. In chapter 15, the main gal is in a convention. Here we see some cosplayers dressing up as Moku, Reimu, a Remillia, Reimia from the Hong Kong project. Fuck me sideways. There's a Sakya and possibly Aya. Chapter 33 we see more of the Hong Kong project cosplayers. The title page showcases Marissa and possibly Kokuma. The costume names are the Nameless, Mysterious Book Demon, and Mushroom Master from the Force of Magic, 100% confirming the statement above. The main girl is cosplaying as Alice, Margaret. We also see a Patchley, Reimu, and Aya once more. In the next chapter, 34, the Suwa Grand Shrine is mentioned. The Moria Shrine is based on the real-life Suwa Grand Shrine. One of the characters is shocked that real shrine priestesses don't expose their armpits. It's probably a good idea that isn't a thing in real life. In the next chapter, when talking about maids, one of the unique distinctions is stopping time. There's only one maid I can think of who's capable of that, so yeah. This work really loved their Touhou, that's for sure.
Number 4.
For this one, things got a little ham as it was featured in real life. Not in anime, game, manga, or anything like that, but in television. Wasn't expecting that. So this happened in the channel ESPN, in a segment criticizing the controversial and poorly receiving boxing match between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. No idea who they are. All I know is that they're boxers given it's a boxing match. Anyway, during the segment, Keith Olbermann used a drunk Suika in an image. Take a look.
Did you forget to put a quarter in the slot in the side of the camera? If that were not bad enough, the fight was actually delayed by 45 minutes while, in essence, promoters tried to make the TV machine-y thingy go on. And if that were not bad enough, eventually, it went on.
Suika had some good airtime, alright. During the research, I learned that the Suika picture was created by a user named Daimon Iken. I'll link their DeviantArt page in the description. But yeah, that was certainly wild. Never expected Suika to show up during ESPN, or some boxing match as well.
Number 3.
So these next 3 are ones I've talked about in the past, all featured in different videos. But given it's all about references, I thought this was the best place to put them on. So in the past, I made a video talking about a meme. One of them was the Bad Apple Shadow music video, the origins of the song, to the shadow art, to the dances and everything else involved in it. The reference I'm talking about was when Bad Apple was shown on CNN. Let's just say the info was incorrect, to say the least.
Alright, we can go to the next one now, because this is where we get to have a little fun. There was this really popular song in Japan that was called Bad Apple, and this was the video that went along with it. It was really huge, it was #1 for weeks and weeks and weeks. People went crazy over it. Well now, here's something interesting. In this new viral video, that's the next one for you.
Creepy.
They're taking you
Sorry, that
behind...
kind of creeped me out, that one.
It's a little bit, isn't it? But
Yeah.
check out this next one. So this is what's gone viral now. This is how they made it. We're talking about 7,000 little pictures that were basically stop motion. And they've now created a viral video out of this. There's more than 6,000 individual pieces of art. Millions of people around the world taking a look at how they made that video. And it brings you behind the scenes by giving you all these still shots. And someone took the time to show you every single still that it took to make that video.
Okay.
This is what's going on.
Yeah, that's
Just
bizarre.
so much. All right,
No, I'm just still trying to figure that one out. I probably have to watch that over and over again to like
yeah.
to get it.
It's wild. But I mean, this is
To get the attraction.
This is like technology people are really into online.
Yeah.
The next one, talking about bizarre.
Okay.
You're gonna love this. Conan O'Brien had a bit of a tough time lately, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's a testament.
Sorta, until he got the 30 million plus. So, but you know.
Stop motion? Seriously? So number 4 and number 3 are really important as they were both shown in real life and on the opposite side of the world. Really crazy to see how far Touhou, or at the very least the fandom part of it, has turned out.
Number 2.
In the past, I used to play a lot of MOBA games. My first one was Dota back in the Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne era. My cousins played it and that's how I was introduced to it. One of the greatest games I've ever experienced. The amount of times I spent on it is crazy. With making videos, my free time is extremely limited, so I've not played the game in a long time. Still, many great memories of it. One of my earlier videos I talked about this Touhou reference in a mobile game, League of Legends. It has a lot of references to Touhou. There are items in games like Yomu's Ghost Blade and Wriggle's Lantern. I did hear some of the items got removed though, so rip that. The biggest reference will be the champion Lux, a light mage that's heavily inspired by Marissa. Her ultimate is Final Spark, quite similar to Marissa's Master Spark. Lux also has skins resembling Marissa's, like the Sorcerer skin and the Spell Thief. Spell Thief more for the title than the outfit. Not only that, I main Lux in League. That's probably due to the fact I can only play 2 champions, her and Pantheon. Dota or Dota 2 is still my MOBA, but that doesn't mean I don't enjoy League as well. But yeah, if you want some Touhou, you can always go Lux.
Number 1.
For the last reference, it's gonna involve a game I'm still playing to this day, World of Warcraft. I talked about it quite a bit at this point. As a video game that's been around for almost 15 years as of this recording, it's made so many references. Touhou is no exception. I've shown the reference in the past. Let me show it.
Hello, Magi, and today we're going to be dealing with our searching yokai who's in Ginsoku Azeroth. Yes. So if you go to if you start off at Dunmer Road, then you just go to Lokmadan. You can pretty much pick up this quest. So if you start out as a dwarf or gnome, you'll probably come here eventually, unless you're going to Stormwind and dealing with that stuff. So you go to Alcaz Station, and then there'll be a person here called Mountaineer Stormpike. And it'll have a quest, a tiny clever commander. I wonder who this could be talking about. Pick it up, and you gotta deal with a person called Commander Nazrim. Alright, so let's deal with that, shall we? So, as you can tell from her name, looks like Nazrin has appeared in Azeroth. I don't think this was part of our plan, considering how she kind of looks now. And oh my god, yeah, she's definitely let herself go when coming to Azeroth. But now she's trying to beat me. I will give her credit. That is a nice try, but no. Boom, you're dead. Goodbye. Yeah, so you can kill Commander Nazrim here, and you're good to go. Then you just go back to the place, and you pick up the and then you get your reward. So I'll meet you guys back there. So now that we're back here, you pick up the quest. You look at the quest, and a tiny clever commander. You get what? 6 silver. So I like this quest because one, the title itself is pretty cool because a tiny clever commander, it's referencing Nazrin's theme song because hers is a tiny clever commander. So, you know, just one missing tiny, that's cool. And obviously you fight Nazrim or Nazrim because, you know, you can't, you're missing that one end. And like I said, if you fight her here, you can tell her appearance has definitely changed from that more adorable, cute mousy yokai to the, oh my god, what the fuck, are you a kobold? But yeah. And for those who don't know why she's a kobold, because in WoW, or at least in Azeroth, kobolds are mostly referred to like rat type looking creatures, so it makes sense for her to be a kobold in this game instead of a little critter, because that wouldn't really work well. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this cool fact about Nazrin or Nazrim in here, and I'll switch back to the other side.
That was fun to do all those years ago. It wasn't until researching the video that I learned there was another one as well. See you in a bit. Hello, Magi here, and so as I said, we're gonna be on WoW because this is where the next references are. So, I'm on my mage, which is obviously named after me, or the other way around. Or it doesn't matter, Anyway, so we're in the zone Winter Spring, which is in Kalimdor. So for those who actually play WoW, you actually know where it is. So it's in the Starfall Village, and it's in the cave right here. So this is how you find the characters. So there are 4 characters who represents, well, I guess you could say they're Touhou counterparts anyway. Not really, but references to them. So right off the bat, we have one right here. So Reno Curtain Fire. Now this one is based on Minosuke. The Curtain Fire, obviously, you know, that's a different name. We're not gonna put some crazy ass long, I don't think they would, Japanese name into that. So there's 3 more characters in here that we gotta go find, right? So I'm gonna each back up when I can, because I've never been in this area before, so this is new to me. So I want to find all the other 3, right? So be right back. Alright, so I found the next one. This one right here, Reima Curtain Fire. So this one is Reimu. That is the case for this one. And you can tell they all have the last name Curtain Fire in here. And they're all goblins. The interesting thing is they're all, well, to be fair, they're all neutral. For those who are not wary, you know, goblins are part of the opposite faction, the Horde. I'm playing Alliance, but it does make sense because goblins before the Cataclysm expansion, they were not exactly Horde. I believe they were still neutral, so it does make sense why they are still, you know, friendly to me for the most part. Future stuff, you know, goblins are exclusively Horde. All right, so I found another one, luckily, right here. So Mercy Curtain Fire. This one is obviously a reference to Marissa. Obviously, the people like Reimu, Marissa, I expected because they are pretty popular. There's one more left, but Renosuke is an interesting one. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting Renosuke to be named, so that was interesting to see. Now, I actually don't know if these characters came during the Cataclysm update, because during the Cataclysm update, the third expansion, a lot of things changed in the classic world. So I don't know if they were originally in the beginning of the game during classic vanilla, or they just came during the revamp. So that's interesting to make note of, for me anyway. So what's the last one? So I'm trying to think. I think I found one. The last person. Let's see. I got Renosuke. Oh yeah. So this is the last one. So right here. So this is Sana Curtain Fire. Right here. So this one is Sanae. Yeah, Sanae Curtain Fire. And if you notice that all the goblins obviously are representing their gender, so it's pretty clear because the Renosuke one was clearly male, and it was kind of hard to tell with the goblins because if you look at the UI portrait out short here, they don't really show it too well. But for me, I've seen enough. You can I obviously know. So those are the 4 ones. We have Reimu, Sanae, Renosuke, and yeah, right. Just to show you again, Renosuke right here. So obviously with the last name, they're all family related. And then interestingly enough, this one here has glasses. As you know, Renosuke has glasses. Actually, probably do a quick check again because I didn't do that because I showed them the names, but I didn't show them specifically more, you know. Because obviously Renosuke has glasses. I want to see if there's any other extra details to these goblins if they do. Now, unfortunately, let's see Sanae's one. It's a little hard. I don't know how to get to that one. I might be able to get through there. Stop that. Go from here. Because I have to get closer in to look at. There you go. So that's how we get to Sanae's thing. Just clear out some enemies. So there you go. So here's the Sanae. Anything to note in terms of appearance wise? Not that I can tell. Goblin's all green, so it doesn't really mean much. So it's not saying much. It doesn't have anything. Yeah, there's nothing to really note about that one. Sana's appearance that could be really resembling Sanae's, which is to be fair, because Sanae has like, you know, her ornaments, her frog, and her snake, and I highly doubt I'm going off that specific for one small reference for a place that 99% of people have not seen. So I'm just saying that's reasonable. Now to check the Reimu and Marissa one. So obviously Renosuke is the interesting one because it has glasses. So I'll cut off once I can find them, right? So be right back. Alright, so I found all the rest of them, and there is actually no difference. The Reimu and the Marissa one are actually, from what I can tell, the same models as the one we saw for the Sane one. So there's no difference between the 3 goblins. Again, let's be fair, it'd be hard to kind of replicate them. Renosuke was the easiest because of glasses. At least that's what I'm assuming anyway. So yeah. So that is the last reference I can find currently in WoW that referencing Touhou, which was nice. Because this one I missed during a long time ago. So yeah. So I'm going to cut it off here and we'll get back to the main video. So see you soon. So yeah, that was cool. Glad to see Reimu, Marissa, Sane, and Renosuke being represented in Azeroth. More Touhou in WoW is always cool. One day, they might be a raid boss. You never know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Which references were your favorite? Do you think Yukari fighting the giant robot was dope? Are you a fan of the Hong Kong project? Or were you facepalming at seeing the CNN report of Bad Apple? If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe, or else that Yukari is gonna come and squash you. Either way, this is Magi, and thanks again for watching.